everyone, it's Jeannie with Talk to Me Tuesday. It is Tuesday, January the 19th. I'm hoping everyone's had an absolutely wonderful week, a wonderfully crafty week. I did work on my grandson's quilt. I originally was going to see about taking a lesson for quilting. And, well, it turns out the little shop has had to close until probably the end of January for COVID reasons. And that's perfectly cool because, that's the responsible thing to do. But it also got me to thinking, is right now a good time for me to really do a class? And I don't know that I am. I don't know that I am. So, I've started watching quilting videos again, free motion quilting videos again. And I actually found a little pattern that I wanted to try on the Bonnie Hunter Mystery Quilt. But I did not, I'm not quite comfortable yet on doing an all over pattern. I don't know. Still working that out. Outside of meander and just a few small things, my quilting's pretty rubbish. So, started watching some videos again, and I found this one YouTuber quilting with, is it Janine maybe? And she has a Back to the Basics series. And I started watching it the other day, and I really like the simplistic of it all. It's just, she just kind of just does really, really basics. Now, as you watch the videos, they do start getting a little bit harder, but for me, I really feel like I'm going to go back to the basics. So my grandson has asked me to make him a sonic quilt out of the fabrics that I showed y'all a couple of weeks ago. Here's one, and here's another. And in the little corners is the third fabric, the Mario fabric and the Sonic fabric. He asked me to make him a quilt for his birthday. And he absolutely loves Sonic the Hedgehog. So, this is what I did. And I actually drew it up on graph paper. And, this is basically my block here and my measurements for my block. And then I debated, if you see here on the first row, I debated about like rotating the blocks. But then as I started creating the third and fourth and fifth row, I knew I wanted to just keep it within its pattern, So I also made this paper piecing pattern. It's been on my sketchboard for quite a while, on Quilt Assistant. I always like to kind of practice a Quilt Assistant before I put it in EQ8. And it had been in there for a while, so I just went ahead and finally just dove in and really fine-tuned it so that I could use it. And so he's the middle section. I kind of feel like it's got like a game board feel to it, which I really, really like. Let's see, Saturday I worked on the paper piece, and Saturday I started putting the pieces together. And pretty much Saturday evening I was done. No, Sunday evening I was pretty much done putting the pieces together, and it just needed, all the sections needed to go together. And then I don't know, I woke up Monday morning and realized that I actually was not complete. If you look at my pattern here, let me bring that up. Of course, this top row isn't the way I've done it. I've done them all this way. But I had an open edge all the way across and all the way down. So it kind of just looked like the pattern stopped. But in the end, I went back and put the little 4x4 squares all around this so that it'd have a nice big frame, and did that Monday. I was planning on starting practicing on my quilting, because I figured this right here would be a really good quilt to practice on, because I have all these nice big squares in here and I can do a different pattern in each of them and just kind of build my skills. But I needed to finish it off because it looked incomplete. And then I also decided to piece the back. He also loves Spider-Man, and I had a whole bunch of like sections of Spider-Man. I really didn't want to cut them down, so I pieced the back of the quilt with Spider-Man fabric. I think I ended up with like 6 different Spider-Man fabrics in the back. Um, Piecing a back is not as fun as it sounds. I don't know. It took me way longer to get that done than what I thought. Just kind of making sure everything's square and lays flat, and I don't know. So no quilting this weekend. I did not get any done, but I do love the quilt. I absolutely love it. Um, so next is to get it sandwiched, and next weekend I should be ready to start practicing my quilting. I do have a few masks to make, but that it's really not a big deal. I've given myself a real good break. I just had to stop. It was literally just pulling me down. But I do have a few more to do. For right now, I've got some Valentine ones I need to make, and I'll do that probably one day this week when I get off of work. We'll see. But I'm really enjoying. I don't know. I kind of feel like to a certain extent I've gotten my Sewjo back because um, I was really in a rut there for a few, and now I'm feeling, I don't know, inspiration, motivation, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, hoping everyone has an absolutely wonderful week, a wonderfully crafty week, and I will see y'all next week. Bye!